There are no chosen ones. I'm going to share something with you. And if you take this in, like I hope you will be open to, everything's a choice. You're going to find this really funny. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube. Here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. No, don't get the net out yet. This is funny. This is funny. It's made up. You think this is funny? But this is going on, like, we're creating it. It's not real in the big picture. It's illusion. There are no chosen ones. It's part of a story. Do me a favor. Would you please subscribe and tell YouTube this is what you want to hear? Or, at least explore. And that is, you're totally powerful. You are the creator and the created, as is everyone. I know some of you are afraid to say that because we've been programmed to think it's blasphemous. You know why? Because those who tell us it's blasphemous don't want us to know how powerful we are. The master key system was banned for over 100 years because it told us there's nothing you can't do, and it taught us how to do that. I've been reading from it. I'll start back up again. Why? Well, because if we're all powerful, then we can't have people controlling and hoarding and feeding their egos. But the joke is if they let that go, they would be abundant and everybody else would, but they don't like that. The ego likes power too. It's not just about money. So if you think you are a God, when I say God, I'm not like, we're all little gods. We're just one thing. We are one beautiful, perfect source. One, God, call it whatever you want. I don't use the word God because it is usually connected to this man in a robe. There are no chosen ones. How can there be a chosen one? Oh yeah, okay, I will give you this. In the illusion, evil exists, right and wrong exists, good and bad exists, angels exist, chosen ones exist, star seeds. We have all these names and labels. There are no labels out in there. That space beyond the material world, the density. There's no names to be. Why? Because there's no individuals. We're one mind. I know what you're thinking, and I know the energy field of you as the perceived separate entity, and I also know you as the one because you and I are sharing that mind. So we are actually one, playing out a separate energy field, a separate experience, a separate choice. It's fun. No? Not having fun? Start having fun because it is funny. Because when people get all upset, I'm like, if you only knew what you were, you would never get upset. You will experience some things here that don't feel so good. It doesn't feel good to see people suffer, struggle, but there's a purpose behind all of it, and it's all choice. And it's the toughest thing. I would never choose this. Well, you did. What you gonna do with it? Because it's pretty powerful, and whatever you do with it, and your choices could create something amazing, and then you go into a space of total awakening and say, oh my gosh, I get it now. I triumphed. That was what I chose. I wanted to learn something. I wanted to be able to get past this and leave behind all that is dense and dark, and now I know it. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It just is. And it is part of one thing. So how can anything truly be chosen? In the illusion. The chosen ones, angels. Yeah. Ultimately, there aren't any. They're illusions because we feel that we need things that save us. There is a higher self, yes, but it isn't a separate self. It's just one perfect, all-knowing, all-powerful, all-intelligent, all-creative mind. We can't even know, we can't begin to know what it is. It's the space around me that is connected, that is me. Not listening to me, that is me. And you and I, if you're looking at me, you're looking at yourself. The physical body that you see is the illusion. It's an illusion. Are you ready for this? There are no chosen ones. It's impossible, because if there's one thing, how can it be separate from itself? Oh, only in the experience. So the illusion allows us to have chosen ones and angels and bad and good and evil, and that's it. So have fun with it. And once you know it, you can't take any of it seriously again. And so we can be heroes, and we can eliminate suffering for others. Well, that's our assignment. You have an opportunity here to help end that in the play. I'm going to step in and be the hero, but you don't have to be. You can take another role if you want. It's up to you. You are not a chosen one, neither am I. We are all perfect. You are perfect. There's no one above or below you. That's in the Bible. Ye are all gods, these things you should do more. So when I quote this, you guys say, oh no, I'm not. I said, well then you're a Christian? You believe in the Bible? So now what do you believe? What you've been told in church? That you're not powerful, you're a sinner, you're bad? You're not God? Crack. Going to hell now. There isn't a hell. It's impossible, because the source above any density outside of this planet and all the other experiences out there, there are others also, endless, is pure love. That illusion drops off. The density, the darkness drops off. It's just an experience that is created to know it. It is not the ultimate true form of itself. That is the illusion, part of the energy field. Does this make sense? You guys have read my book. You know this. You know it. We're in the tipping point. We're going into an absolute new world. I'm seeing it happen. I want you to know right now, I am not seeing anything negative. All right? I had a vision, if you saw one of my videos, and I saw us humans rising above in this black, smoky, turf with these piles of, looked like big plastic suits. It was us discarding them. This big heavy stuff was smoldering, and we were rising above. We're releasing the facades and understanding what we are. And if you are ready to let that go, that story, you can go into a space that'll blow your mind, and we'll start to see things, and we won't be afraid of it. You'll start to see things, because these dimensions are endless, and we're in it all together in one space. Yeah, that is all things. We're going to explore this more, and I'm going to read the Master Key System again. Sorry, I got away from that for a while. I think my vision was telling me, and I wasn't asleep, that we are going into a new era, and that no matter what happens out there, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to make higher choices despite what those other experiences are. And we will be the leaders, and we will show the light for those who choose it, and not condemn them if they don't. Because we all come from and will go back to the ultimate source of all. Love, unconditionally, which is you. You're perfect. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. If you guys, you know about Digital Explorers, we're creating planet conscious online businesses step by step. You don't have to know anything. We start with your passion. We create something for and with you, and then we monetize it so that you can do it for a living if you want. It's up to you. I don't guarantee your success. You're in charge, of your future. I'll help you get there. I can only shine that light. I'll see you there, my friend. Namaste.